Hey everyone, Kale with the Antique Book Collective and Mr. Bible. So guys, this is the video where I'm going to go through this recent book haul with you guys. I would love to go through every single book that I had, but I realized no one wants to watch a 10-hour video where I go over every single one and fangirl over every single book that I see. So guys, I will be making shorts of these books most likely where I do fangirl over them because some of them are fan-stinking-tastic. This right here is, I think, my favorite one though. So this one, guys, it's a Holy Bible. It is a Hitchcock's new and complete analysis of the Holy Bible. So not necessarily just a Bible, but fan-stinking-tastic. Beautiful as everything. I'm not sure if it's going to come through on video, but it's got the gilded, the Holy Bible, complete, and how to understand it. So nice and simple. Sorry, I'm struggling with reading. But guys, it's got the beautiful gilding on it. It is a great Bible all around. In fact, it's sort of funny. So if you guys can see the gilding on top, that thing is dusty as everything. Let's see if I can get all the dust off. No, not too easy. I actually got some of the gold off my bed. But yeah, guys, beautiful Bible right here. I'm not going to do this with every single video, with every single book, but I just want to go through this first one. So this first one, guys, it is not in perfect shape. As you guys can see, the binding is splitting right there. It's very sad. That happens with a lot of books though, so not the end of the world, but just want to show you guys a little bit. A little photo of the seminary. And then right here, it's got the year, so 1874. And let me show you guys that now. There's the title page, and the print year is in Roman numerals on the bottom. Sorry I'm not showing you guys everything as slowly as I'd like to, but some of these heavier books, it's actually really hard to show you guys because, let's face it, because they're so heavy, they are apt to just fall apart when you lift them up. So that's why I don't show you guys off every single thing. But yeah, this Bible right here, I think it is my favorite thing from this group of books. I don't think it's the most expensive one whatsoever, but it is one of my favorite things from this lot. So guys, again, this video is not just me showing you guys off all these books. I will be showing off a lot of books. I have 2 boxes. Oh, I thought I grabbed a third box. Nope, just 2 boxes next to me where I'm going to show you guys just random ones from this lot. Definitely thought I grabbed 3. I guess I'm on drugs. Must have left it over there. But I will be going over a lot more than just showing you guys the books. So one such thing, guys, I'm going to cover the signature. I had the guy sign this as my very official receipt for taxes. But guys, the guy said, hey, so here's the books. I want between 5 and 10 per book. Da 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 da. And I was like, as soon as he finished, I'm like, I don't think I could do 5 or 10 per book. I'm going to write down what I would pay for these books, each individual one. I'm going to write all that down just so we have that for reference. If you don't like that, we can say no. If you do like that, we could say yes. And guys, if you guys are doing this, if you do have someone that says they want that much for their books, they're probably expecting you to buy just a few books. They're not ready for you to buy, say, 100 books. If you buy 100 books, all of a sudden someone isn't thinking $5 per book. They're thinking, you're buying that many books off me, you're clearing that much space, just take them. Like, that's what a lot of people will end up thinking after a little while. So this one, guys, I did price things out based on what I can make for them. I try to be a little more generous with this than I could be otherwise. So some of these books, I'm only making 10 times my money. And I know it sounds like a lot, but I'm saying, like, I spend $1, I'll get $10. So it does sound pretty big, but it actually is not. I do have a lot of overhead with this business, mostly in the form of storing books for 7,500 years and then listing those books. There is a lot of time incurred and cost incurred in that. So giving $1 for $10 profit is actually $10 profit, $10 revenue. That is actually pretty generous. Generally, I would probably spend more like 50 cents each for these, but I was a little more generous on this one. And at the end of the day, as you guys saw, covering signature again. End of the day, I spent $500 for all of these books. This is not all the books that I'm showing you guys right now. The books that you guys saw in that short little sneak peek video, which I'm actually going to link right there. That little thing, link. Sorry, I'm writing a note for myself. That little video right there, though, guys, that is going to be where you guys get to see all the different books that I got from this place. just in their boxes. I didn't go all over all the books in that one either. But again, I'm going to be making shorts on these things. But with that said though, guys, I did price things out for each individual book. It looks like my average price that I spent for the books was between $1 and $2 for the ones that I individually picked out. I did buy some sets of books, which I did pay different prices for. The most I spent for a set of books was for a Shakespeare set, which I spent $30 for. And then I spent, I spent more on this other set, $40 for a Century encyclopedia, which I don't have over here, but you guys did see in the other video. I didn't show it off, but I did have another set of books that I did buy for $40. And that set, I don't remember exactly how many books there were, but there weren't many. And the Shakespeare set, guys, I spent $30 and it was 3 books. So I did spend some very good money on some of these books, but by and large, I spent less. I have quite a few that I spent $1 per for. I have a couple that I spent $5 plus for. So it really depends on the books. Let's just see the Hitchcock Bible. Do I have that one? I wrote the names for these down really, really simple. So it will make finding them a little bit harder. But I want to say I spent $10 for that one. And that Bible, guys, if I spent $10, that thing's probably worth $100 based on how I price these things out. And again, that is rather generous. And you guys, if you are doing this business, feel free to give someone 10% of the value of a book. I know that sounds like you might be cheating them, but you're really not. You're putting in all the work. A lot of the times, these people will either throw these books away or sell them to someone that's going to give them 15 cents per book. So you giving them $1 per book or $10 per book, that is fan-stinging-tastic money. However, as you guys heard already, the guy wanted $5 or $10 per book in the very beginning, but I got him down, and the reason why I got him down was because I was buying so many of them. So instead of being like $3 for that book, $3 for that, doing all the math, I did the math myself, of course, and I did not cheat. Don't cheat on your stuff, guys. That's dirtbag move. But I ran all these things up. Pause, guys. Back to the Bible. Did not pay $10 for it. I paid $1 for it. So it must not be worth a ton. It might be worth $40. I don't know. I actually have no idea. There might be no other listings for it. I wouldn't be surprised if there's no other listings if I only paid $1 for it. That's surprising. Sorry, I just saw it on this list. As I was saying, though, I ended up paying just $500 for all of these books. So I probably bought between 300 and 500 books. I haven't done the actual count, but between 300 and 500 books for $500. Pretty good money. So that means I paid on average between $1 and $2. Nice and easy math, nice and easy profits for me to make. Not one of these books is worth less than $1, I'd say, except for I did buy a small set from this one company, Trumpet Publishing or something like that. Did buy a few of their paperback ones for less than that just because no idea what they're worth, and I'll be selling them as a set. But with that said, though, guys, I was able to get a pretty good deal on all these books because let's just say that I only bought 250 books. No, 300 books. Let's be a little more conservative. 300 books. Let's say I spent $5 per book. That'd be $1,500. I only spent $500. I spent a third of the guy's low-end ask for these books. And does that sound like I cheated him? They might if you guys aren't used to this business. But for me, I'm used to this business. A lot of these people are also used to it. And this guy was more than happy to get $500 for all these books because at the end of the day, he was looking at throwing away a lot of these. In fact, once I gave him all the money for that, he was like, I got some more books over here. And he showed off some more. And guys, this was at a university campus that has been around for a while. For me, I live in Oregon, so a while is like 100 years. Man, he started showing things off, and I was like, let me have them all. I love this. So cool. He and I were having some fun, but showing off all the antique things. But yeah, very cool business model if you guys do it like I do. Of course, you guys can pay more. I like to pay 10% or less for the value of the books just because all the work that I have to put in for these things. I am not just buying these books and listing them and having them sell overnight. I'm buying these books, cleaning these books. Sometimes I repair these books. I do all these things. I'm like the full meal deal. I do it all. So that is why I don't pay as much money for all these things. Personally, one of the reasons why I paid more for these books was not only because I like the guy, but also because these books were clean. Guys, there are so many times that I get these antique books that are worth a ton, but they take so much time to clean and make sure they actually are presentable and worth the money that the people are going to pay. Because otherwise, I'm only going to get $20 for a book that might be worth $200 if I don't clean it. So that is why I clean my books. I don't clean all of my books. I don't recommend that people clean all their books, unless that's what you go for in your business. But there are definite books that are worth cleaning because it does help the value. But with that said, though, guys, all these different books, I'd love to go through everything and say like why I paid what I did. But end of the day, let's just, as a rule of thumb, I paid about 10% of what the book's value was. Some I did actually pay more for because I thought they were incredible books that I wanted to have on my store. I was okay not making as much of a profit, but by and large, let's just say 10%. So with that said, I'm not going to go over the prices of all these different things, but I'm just going to show off some random books. This one right here, I was surprised the guy was selling it to me, but it's actually the journal of the guy that started the college. I personally think it's just a copy of it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a copy of the guy's actual journal, but I just thought it was incredible to have. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that one. So I did get that one. Don't remember exactly how much I spent on that, but end of the day, it doesn't really matter because that's not what we're going through on this video. I'm just showing you guys off some really cool books. Here's something that's interesting, though. So this book right here, guys, it's critical and explanatory commentary on the Bible. I only got one of these at the very beginning. I was like, there's a whole set of them. The set is worth a chunk. Individually, it's not worth a ton. And I was like, such a bummer. And then the guy was like, hey, check out this back room where we have more books. You can check those out. And, well, actually, he didn't say that. He took me into the back room to show me some books. And I started looking at the ones on the shelf because I'm interested in old books. That's one of my things. So I'm like, oh, look at that one. Look at that one. And then the guy was like, oh, yeah, you could buy some of those too. So that's what happened. And I actually found another one of that set. So the set is obviously larger than just these two books, but I was able to get 2 out of the set. So I was very happy to get that. So it's volume 1 and volume 2. Beautiful set though, guys. Just gonna set one of them down really quick. Sorry, guys. The thing with these old books is you gotta go so slow with them. So guys, here's just one of the books. This one's in better shape than the other, but it's got the beautiful old tan leather. Guys, I find that when you find old Christian books that have this tan leather, they can be worth a chunk more. Don't ask me why, but yeah, just the Christian books that are like this, for some reason, are worth more. But yeah, just a stunning book all the way around. Guys, the college that I went to was actually a Christian college. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I probably was peeing myself with excitement because it's so awesome, because I love old Christian books and this is what they had. And no, I wasn't actually peeing myself, but I was very excited to be able to do this. Here's another set of books, guys. Hooker's Works. So I actually just saw this one somewhere on this list. But yeah, this set was fairly valuable. And guys, if you guys were here, it's actually pretty heavy too. There are so many of these old books that are just incredibly heavy for some reason. But yeah, beautiful set of books. I paid $8 for these 2 books. And yeah, just stunning. And guys, I've gone over this in other videos. The one that I talked about, the Smithsonian set over there. But sometimes you have books that have the gilding that goes onto the edge and then inside along this edge. And I had quite a few books from this one that actually had that gilding. And for some reason, there's the normal appeal of gilding on the text block, but when it goes on the corners, it's like, oh, that is so much prettier. I mean, I don't know if it's coming through on the lighting, guys, but man, there's just, when you guys hold it in person and see it in person, it's like, ooh, that's fancy. So that's something I personally love now. Never knew it was a thing until I got the Smithsonian set, but now I've seen a couple other sets because I just bought them. Here's some more books. Some of the books are ex-library books that have the discard on them. Some of them are ones that I bought and the guy didn't put the discard on because we're like, who cares? But definitely some very cool books, guys. Some of them are definitely worth more than others. This is Watson's Life of Wesley. Wesley is an amazing man who was a revivalist in the 1800s, I believe. And yeah, John Wesley got quite a few of books about John Wesley. So I was very happy to get that because I do like Wesley. I feel stupid because I don't remember his year, but and I feel like I'm not a real fan, but yeah, I promise I do like him. Next one is Divine Healing of Soul and Body. I don't think I could find any comps on this one, but I've had books like this in the past that sold pretty well, so it's worth at least $20, I would suspect. Something funny about a lot of these books is they were donated and no one ever went through them. So a lot of them have the old people's bookmarks. A lot of them used newspapers as their bookmarks. So guys, for example, here's one of the pages. You saw how just uniform color that is. And then because this person used it, looks like it is newspaper paper. Because they used that though, newspaper paper is a little acidic, so it actually left marks on the book, and those marks are there for eternity now. So if you are having a book and if you're going to leave your bookmark in it, please don't use ones that have acid, and please don't leave them for 500 years because that will definitely damage the book. This book right here, let's just look at the year really quick just for fun. So 1892 is when this book was printed. So that newspaper thing has been in there for maybe 100 years. Well, I don't really know for sure. Sometimes you'll have the newspaper bits that people use as bookmarks that actually have the year on it, which is pretty fun because then you can be like, okay, so this person read this in 1845. You know, it's like, that's pretty cool. But oftentimes they don't, so that's a bit of a bummer. With that said, on to this next group. I'm not going to show you guys all the books because not all of them are really cool, I don't think. Well, I think they're all cool, but I don't think you guys will. So skipping over this one, it's on the Prophet Isaiah, sorry. Next one is works of John Wesley. So remember I just talked about Wesley? Beautiful book. And what makes this one even more beautiful, guys, is the fact that it's a set. And I think it's like a 10-book set, and I have 9 of them. So yeah, I'm sad that I didn't get the full set, but it's like, yeah, beautiful set. Love this thing. So I got this set here, and I'm going to leave most of them in the box just because I don't want to bother you guys. Then we have Wesley's works. This one's probably one of the worst in the set, but this is another set of books, and yeah, John Wesley. Again, they had a lot of Wesley books. But yeah, this is another beautiful book. They had a set. I have the other ones in the box right there. Probably not going to show you guys all of them because that would be a little bit boring, showing you guys the same book over and over again, basically. Because, guys, let's face it, sets of books, it is basically the same book over and over. Got a fun photo of a kid dressed up like a clown. Wait, that might be a woman. That's a woman. She looks like a kid. So this book right here, 1839 for this work of Reverend John Wesley, A.M. There's that for you guys. But yeah, beautiful book, beautiful set, honestly. Very, very happy to have that. And since we're looking up years really quick, let's pull up this other Wesley book. This one is, it doesn't say right there, 1830. So also incredibly old, and I think this one's actually in better shape and it's even older than the last one. So that's actually sort of funny. You guys would be surprised how often it happens, though, that you'll have 2 books that are like totally different, and one of the nicer one's older so much of the time. This one's not too nice. Well, actually it's nice, but you guys know. History of the Reformation. Don't ask me how to say their last name. Not even going to try it. You French people have some crazy last names sometimes. But yeah, most of these books, guys, they'll have the stickers and whatnot because a lot of these are ex-library books. So that is a little bit of a bummer. But with a lot of these books, guys, ex-library books are the only way that you can get a lot of these because a lot of them, the only people that have them left are from actual colleges that have had them for 100 years. So fun little illustration there. There's the title page. Look at that, 1882 for this book. Just incredible piece right here. I was going to attempt the name, but I'm really not going to try. Just going to offend people at that point, even more than I already have. But yeah, it's got the embossing on it. It's got lots of cool stuff. It's not gilded, believe it or not, but beautiful book right there. Setting him down. On to this next one. The Cleansing of the Sanctuary. This one is pretty cool, I thought. And it was funny because after I spent all the time trying to find it, I think I ended up finding another one right after. I was like, oh, cool. Do you want to look that up? I already know what that's worth. So that was a fun one to find. I think the oldest book, guys, that I looked up was from the 1840s. They definitely could be ones that were older. But, yeah. Oh, it looks like this book's signed by the author. That's cool. Right there, the author's signature. Didn't know that when I bought it. Probably doesn't help the value too much, though, because end of the day, if a book is that old and like that rare, sometimes it's worth just as much as the other ones because people are like, listen, I can have this one or this one. This one's signed, which is cool, but at the end of the day, it's like $200. I'm not spending another $500 to do that. So that is something to keep in mind, guys. Sometimes having it signed by the author does not increase the value, but it is something cool. Here's something that I thought I was actually just looking at on my price tag thing. Here is a Bible thing. It's the Bible in Bildorin, something like that. And Don't ask me what that means, but I want to say it's in English. I don't remember for sure, but that is faintly what I remember. I'm sure someone's going to correct me and tell me what it means. I'm fine with that. I'm always happy to get corrected because I don't know a lot of stuff, guys. I'm only 24. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. But yeah, this one's from 1884. Beautiful book. I love the gilding on it. Oh, and I can't believe I didn't show you guys. It's got illustrations for like every single page, which is pretty incredible, honestly. So, really cool Bible all the way around. And let's see if I can find it really quick. I just saw it. I paid $1 for it. It looks like between $1 or $2. So there's that. I didn't pay a ton because it was not worth a ton, but I just wanted it because it was really cool. Here's another book, Life of Jesus. Let's see if there's anything cool about it for you guys. No. I think it's cool, but I'm not going to bother you guys with it. Next one, just a cute little Bible. Not Bible, sorry. Cute little book right here. I could not find any comps for this thing, but I thought it was pretty dandy. And it's just talking about basically how to live a Christian life, from what I gathered. I didn't read the whole thing, but it's Origin, Doctrine, Constitution, and Discipline of the United Brethren in Christ. So, again, I'm just assuming this is probably a how to do Christian living sort of thing. But yeah, it's a cute little book. Just goes through all these random little things of, I guess, how to be the best person you can. And I just think that's pretty dandy. There are so many of these really old Christian books that are about this size. So guys, I have a little bit bigger hands than most, but it's about the size of your palm, about the size of your hand. That's something to keep an eye out for. A lot of these can be worth good money. And if not, some of them might only be worth $5, but generally you can pick them up for like 10 cents a piece if you are lucky. I did not pay 10 cents for it, but there are quite a few that I've had that I did pay 10 cents for. On to this. This is the last one I'll be showing you guys today because I did not bring over the other box. But this one is Barnes' Notes on Job. So guys, this is basically a commentary sort of book. Bible commentaries, guys, from the 1800s are, I'm not going to say my bread and butter. I use that a lot, but I make so much money on the Bible commentaries from the 1800s. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how. That is just like one of the best places for me to get these books, though. It's got the beautiful embossing, by the way. Just beautiful all the way around, and as you guys can see there, it looks like it's got a fun little surprise inside there for me. Sometimes it's a bookmark that ruined the book, other times it's actually something sort of neat. So let's just look right here. This looks like it might be something neat. This one's not too cool, actually. It's just a little note, college note. And then this one, just a sheet of paper. Except, guys, it's not acid paper. It didn't ruin the book. Yay! But yeah, guys, so much of these books, you'll find fun little surprises inside. Personally, I'm waiting for the day that I find a old, like, silver reserve, well, Federal Reserve note, not Federal Reserve, Treasury note for silver or gold. I think that would be one of the coolest things ever to find because I like old money, and it'd be cool to have old paper money that actually represented real money. Personally, I like real money even more. I got some silver right there, but we'll see. I like history, though. But with that said, though, guys, a lot of these books, they did have a lot of cool extras in them. I went over that in the sneak peek video, which I will be showing you guys probably at the end in that corner, in addition to what I showed you guys already. But, guys, a lot of cool things. We will have to go through all these books, like flip through all the pages to find all the cool things, because people don't always like getting extras in their books when they buy them. But there was that political cartoon that I showed you guys in the last video. There have been cool notes. There's all these sorts of things, because people, they write their note, they put it in the book, they forget about it, and you find it 200 years later, and it's like, oh wow, this person was thinking about going to the store and buying eggs. And then other times it's like, ooh, someone left a treasure map, you know? There's all these sorts of things that you guys will see, can see, all that sort of stuff. That political cartoon could be worth a good amount of money. I've had postcards. Actually, I have one of the postcards right here, which I thought was an interesting one. It's got a motel and a pool. El Rancho Motel, Reno, Nevada. I wonder if that place is still in business. It'd be funny if it was, to shoot this their way so they could have it. But yeah, all the stuff that you guys can find in books. This was not from the college, but there's so many things that you guys can find in books. Some people make entire businesses just selling the stuff. Well, not just selling this stuff, but there are people that actually, as part of their business, they sell the stuff that they find in their books, and they can actually get some really good money on it. So with that said and done, though, guys, I hope this video was informative. I hope it wasn't too boring. I'm sorry if you loved it that I couldn't show you more books. I actually see the box that I wanted to bring over. I basically just wanted to show you guys off the Shakespeare book and that complete encyclopedia thing that I spent a lot of money on. But might show you guys that in another video, probably short. Might make a whole video just on that one because it's, again, cool. But end of the day, though, guys, lots and lots of stuff. Actually, before I go, remember how I said those books also had sets, the Wesley books? So there's the rest of the sets. And there might even be more of them in one of the other boxes. I don't remember for sure, but yeah, big lots of books. Awesome books. Paid $500. I should be able to make pretty good multiple off of that. You guys heard the whole thing about I paid $1 for every $10 I made, so let's just easy math. That's $5K. I think I'm going to be able to make more off that, but it's going to take some time for all that money to come in because, end of the day, some of these books, guys, I will have to sit on for a couple of years before they finally sell. And one last thing before I let you guys go. So it looks like after adding up all the prices for all the books of what I wanted to pay for them individually, that was $364. And then, remember, I paid $500 for it. So that means the remaining $136 all went towards the giant set of books that you guys saw in the sneak peek video of all the Oregon Supreme Court ruling things. So that's where that came from. That's what got us up to that. So that means I paid $136 for 240 books. Sorry. So that's something else to keep in mind. So with that said and done, though, guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was entertaining as well because I just love some of these old books. Like, not only is this how I'd make my money, it's really a source of enjoyment. It's really cool to be like, wow, this book is this old, this one's this old, this one has this note, this one has this. It's just really fulfilling, honestly, guys. It's really fun to do, lots of cool stuff to see, and it's something that I personally really enjoy, and it's something that I know a lot of other people enjoy as well. So that's why I make these videos. That's why I teach you guys how to run the business, honestly. It's so you guys can take part in all the enjoyment. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, please be sure to hit the like button. Please be sure to hit subscribe. Be sure to check out one of my other videos. The one on top is the one to the sneak peek, just so you guys could see all the books in their glory in a cleaner room. And I hope that you guys check that out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.